court they exercised their democratic right peacefully and very emphatically. This has been a very bruising battle, and we know that it evokes a lot of emotions. But at the end of the day, if we have a peaceful process, the first winner is Kenya. And going forward, we want to be very, very clear to Kenyans that Kenya must win. It is not going to be a win for this party or that party. It is a win for Kenyans. We had a crisis meeting in the last 3 hours, maybe 3 hours ago, because there was a petition by NASA that there should be no more update of the results as they stream into our screens. That was their own motion, it was not our motion, and it was discussed. We made our opinions known, and they made their opinions known. We thought it was disingenuous for NASA, who had actually gone to great lengths to court, to insist that one, the announcement made by the presiding officers at the polling stations is final, and that those announcements should go electronically to the constituency tallying center and to the tallying center here, and to be followed by forms which are form 34A specifically. And as late as just 2-3 days ago, they were in court to try to get a ruling that indeed the media should have this information instantly. We think that it is strange for them to be the first ones now to say that announcement of results should be delayed. It is not our province to make a decision on that. I think the IBC have pronounced themselves on that, and I think the IBC has said that they think it is the public interest that the updates should be as often as possible. We know that NASA's argument is that the announcements should be after Form 34A scanned should have reached Nairobi, but they can't have their cake and eat their cake and have it. They are the ones who said that the announcement by the deciding officers and the returning officers at the polling stations and at the constituencies is final, and the court ruled on that in the case of Maina Kiai and others against IEBC, and we find it disingenuous, to say the least, for them now to change their preference. I don't think you can make laws and as you go along. I don't think you can change the rules as you go along. The rules are the rules, and all of us have to abide by them. I think that's all I have to say. We like to appeal to Kenyans to be calm. We know that the results as they stream in will have to be confirmed by IBC, and it is the IBC which is going to declare. In terms of getting access to those Form 34A, we were promised a few, maybe an hour ago or so, that our campaigns were going to be given access to those forms. It is also instructive to know that there is no information, whether text or form, which has been sent out to the tallying centers at the constituency or the tallying center here without the approval of all the agents. So we have not heard of any agents contradicting the results which have been sent, saying that those results have been altered. So again, it's disingenuous unless they can prove that yes, this is the form we have, and this is the text which is not the same as the results that we have received. And we know they have those results. After all, they told us so many times that they had their tallying centers in Germany, in the cloud, and all over the place. You don't understand what is happening all of a sudden. But we're being very sensitive to the fact that since from the results so far we seem to be ahead, we have to be very generous and approach them with humility and with being as humble as possible. At the end of the day, this is our country for all of us. Thank you. We can take some questions.
Just a quick question. They did raise the objection based on what they say was an arrangement with the IBC that before the results are announced, the 34A has to have arrived. So they're now claiming that so far the process that is creating a certain impression with the public as far as the results go is not based on any scan 34A promoted areas. What is the response to that?
I don't think, well, I can say it is not true because a lot of 34A forms have been scanned. Where they had problems is where maybe there was no 3G, but that is in very, very few centers. What we want to hear from them is that the 34A forms which are already there, you can access them. I think they're in the public domain. If they can say that this is different from the figures that are being reflected on the screen, then they have a point. But up to this point, they have not shown any discordance between the results which are being streamed in and the 34A.
Have you seen the Form 34A?
Have you seen the Form 34A? Let's do if I can help. Form 34A, just to make it clear to Kenyans, is the form that is being filled at the polling center. The results being announced by the presiding officer and the returning officer is what is being reflected on 34A. 34A, even 10-year-olds who have smartphones have 34As on their smartphones because Kenyans are sharing these forms. They are all over. NASA and their agents have those forms, just like they do. The same forms as are what is being reflected in what is being relayed here. So there's nothing like forms not being there. Forms are there.
But
and they have them, the agents have them.
To avoid the phenomenon of fake news, wouldn't it have been easier if IEBC had that version of Form 34 and just that one source?
Let me just respond to
They're
that.
actually there.
I think, go ahead, let the IBC answer that question. It is not our business to be the to be the ones to say that they are here or not here. Ask the IBC, are those forms there? Yes or no? Let them answer.
Another issue they raised is that most of the results being streamed in, you cannot tell where exactly the results are from. And they're flashed on screen, it's hard to really tell where they are from.
Let's put it this way. If the results which were being streamed showed that they were leading, what would they be saying now?
The direct answer to this was this. At the meeting, you were given a point-by-point explanation of the screen all of you are watching. And when you press on the icon for every county in Kenya, it releases the results for that county. When you press further, it releases the results for per constituency. And this is available to every Kenyan. And so the direct answer to your question is that it's a false allegation. So what was the conclusion of you participated in the meeting? They were there. Was it a walkout? Did you all? No. There was not a walkout. There was an agreement. The agreement was simple. The results will continue being transmitted in the interest of transparency. That's what IBC is saying. But they will open a portal, a link for the media, for all the political parties, not just Jubilee and NASA, but for all political parties, to access those forms directly themselves. And that's being done. That's for IBC to do, but they said they'll do it starting immediately. And so I think it's something they're working on, but that was a promise to everybody. The many Kenyans who are awake and perhaps a bit tense now seeing if the parties speak in different tones and texts. Maybe what's your message now, finally, as you leave your press conference?
Let me tell you something. I don't expect anything different from that. We're trying to be very polite. We were very polite during the meetings. We tried to be very diplomatic and not to make any statements to inflame the situation. When you're on the lead, you have to be more generous because we understand the level of emotions that we are trying to deal with at this particular moment in time, especially when they had campaigned on the basis that they should win. but there can only be one winner. And they had also campaigned on the basis that they were so far ahead. I mean, there was a time when they were talking about being far ahead as much as 70%. Now, that is not the case, as you know. So we understand where some of the, how much pain they may be having, and we're being very generous about it. I think what we can tell Kenyans is that there is an institution called the IEBC. Let's wait for the final results. Those results, whether the information comes now or whether it comes 2 days down the line, it will still remain the facts of how people vote.
Should the Form 34As differ from the results that are currently being displayed or being streamed by the IEBC, would you still be as accommodating?
Of course. I mean, the thing is that that is the responsibility of the IEBC, in the sense that why should the forms differ? But in the event that there's any case where a form has differed
From what
that
is being
is
transmitted,
that is the business of IEBC, and they have pronounced themselves on that the final declaration will only be made after they've received the Form 34A. And that's the requirement by law.
And Wahiga, nobody, by the way, even them, they have not disputed any of the results. Not them here, not their agents on the ground. So the question of anything being disputed doesn't make it.
Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. When you are in there at the last briefing by IEBC, you only ask 2 questions. So it is amazing how you ask me so many questions to parties. Go and ask those questions to IEBC. Thank you.
There were 2 teams of journalists. Can we just clarify to Mheshimiwa Kuria? There was a team outside the VIP, and there was a team of cameramen taking the live feed. It's also honest.
No, it's all right.
No problem.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.